Okay, what we have here is the ulna. There's two bones. Obviously, you have a right ulnar and a left ulna. It is the medial bone of the forearm, so it's located on the pinky side, and a good way to remember that is PU, pinky ulnar. Now, the ulnar is going to articulate with the humerus proximally, and it's going to articulate distally with our wrist or carpal bones. It is longer than the radius, which I just put in front, and you can see it is much longer than your radius. So I'm going to pick up the ulnar. Okay, now this is that bone that I said kind of looked like a wrench. Now the top portion here that goes back, this is your olecranon process. And remember that the olecranon process inserts into the olecranon fossa of your humerus when the arm is extended, right? So my elbow is extended right there, my forearm, there you go, fits right into there. The anterior inferior portion here, that is your coronoid process. And that's an anterior projection, and that is going to go right into that anterior depression that we had on the humerus called the coronoid fossa. And it's going to only receive the coronoid process of the ulnar when the arm is flexed. So when the arm is flexed, the forearm is flexed, the coronoid process of the ulnar is going to fit into the coronoid fossa of the humerus when the arm is flexed. Now when we extend it, turn it around in the back, you can see how nicely now your olecranon process is going to fit in to your, this little depression here is your olecranon fossa. Okay, and that's what the olecranon process is, what we feel. That's the bump of the elbow that you have. Now in between those two processes, the olecranon process and the coronoid process, if you look at, kind of looks like a mouth that's open, but this is called the semi-lunar notch, because you can see that it is a half moon shaped, and it also has another name known as the trochlea notch. It's that large curved area between the coronoid process and the olecranon process. Okay, so now we're going to go down to the distal end, and we only have two things that we have to know about that. Now you see this little pointy projection here? Okay, that little pointy thing is referred to as the styloid process of the ulnar, and it is located at the distal end, and it's on the posterior aspect. It's a slender process, projects posteriorly down at the distal end. Now I'm going to turn it around, and now we can see the head of the ulnar, which is here. Okay. And most people think the head always has to be at the proximal end, and that's not true. Now, the styloid process is important for muscle attachments of your forearm. Okay, so nice bone. That's it.